Welcome back, my Libras and my Saggies. This is going to be your retrograde redo. I'm going to timestamp each of you. I'm going to start with Libra because you're hot, fresh in my mind right now. Sag will be at the end. Like I said, there'll be a timestamp. As I said in my full moon and Pisces reading, but if you didn't watch it, I'll say it again. I know very well that I should never bank on anything, literally anything, during a retrograde shadow period, because the shadow period is historically, notoriously bad for me. That's when pretty much all that retrograde energy hits me. If an ex is coming back, typically it's happening in the shadow period or on the first or second day of retrograde. And if something's going to break, it's usually going to happen in the shadow period, right? If there's going to be some sort of communication issue or misunderstanding, or if my brain's going to suddenly like punk out on me, it's going to happen in the shadow period typically. All right. We're pretty much out of the shadow period now, and we're into the real thing. But in terms of my safety zone, we're pretty much there at this moment. So I'm a little slow during that time. Lesson learned, Libra. I won't be doing any more readings during the retrograde shadow period anymore, for Mercury at least. So that's one thing that I've learned. So Libra, in your reading, I did feel in the center energy that you would learn some kind of lesson. Okay, I can't believe I overlooked the rest of this. This is not going to resonate with all of you, but for some of you, I completely overlooked this message, so that's why I'm doing this. So I did feel like you would learn some sort of lesson, Libra. I was feeling some sort of like sabotage energy, some type of like paranoia, some type of like don't fuck up, like high pressure that I felt like you were putting on yourself. And once again, I should say, Libra, that in your reading, I didn't really feel an outside energy. It felt like a solitary energy. So I did talk as if it was you, and all the cards I was seeing were you. It could definitely be another person, all right? Just flip the energy. I could be picking up on a person that you're involved with. And once again, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, I would watch that reading as well, or that recap and that reading. Because I feel like you two could be connected. So anyway, as I was either reviewing or uploading your reading, I can't remember exactly when it came to me, Libra, but I did get another song, which would have been nice to get sooner because it would have probably pulled it all together for me. It was Evidence by Faith No More. I think it's very interesting, first of all, that it's Faith No More, because there was such an emphasis on the Hierophant, on purity, on cleansing, on, just this purging energy in your reading, which was a little strange. But I mean, I think that's a positive thing typically. So anyway, so the song's Evidence by Faith No More. And that kind of pulled some things together. But before I go there, I will say this. Some of you, because I did feel like some weird, spirituality, some weird illness, some weird energy there. This might only be like one person. But if you feel like you've had some sort of spiritual illness, okay, because I'm thinking about the vacuum cleaner and the cleansing, the rain washing you clean, that could be holy water. I was thinking that in the reading, but I thought it sounded crazy. But I'm going to say it now. If you feel like you have some sort of detachment, interesting. That's not what I meant to say. Attachment, if you need to detach from an attachment, okay, if you feel like there's some sort of something attached to you that is dark, malady, the Priest, when the rain washes you clean, you'll know. And then the vacuum, which I saw, and it felt to me, like somebody like cleaning, really, really cleaning, and then being so like, I don't know, like hyper fixated on the cleansing process that they actually throw out the vacuum as well. To me, that does speak to a really deep spiritual or like sick clean. This is something I do. When I get sick or when I'm getting sick, whenever I get as soon as I can get around to it, I do strip my bed. I strip my pillows, I strip my blankets, I strip my sheet, everything. And I get all clean sheets and things like this. And I don't know if it works or not, but in my mind, that makes me get well quicker. It gets rid of those like dead, germy energies. It gives me fresh, clean, I don't know. So I did kind of get that vibe within the post period of your reading. I feel like I have too much hair. Anyway, so there's that. But the major stronger thing that I was feeling was that you might have to go to, yes, greater lengths to get that sort of that purity that you're looking for, whether of body or soul, right? And I would encourage you, if that's resonating, to trust that and follow that. Go to whatever means would be necessary or appropriate. I was feeling the energy of like maybe needing, maybe even an exorcism for some of you. I don't know, but certainly there are other ways to cleanse out your energy, to release old negative stuff, right? Like Reiki, things like this. That might be necessary. But for the rest of you, and once again, this could be you or this could be someone you're attached to. I'm not necessarily calling you out, Libra. Take it if it resonates, flip it if that resonates. With evidence and everything I was feeling on your reading, I gotta get rid of this gum. Okay. This could definitely be a cheating situation, and I feel like the person who this applies to could be really going the extra mile to find evidence if there's a suspicion, or to destroy evidence if they are the culprit, all right? And then let's back that up to the part that was so obvious that I overlooked. We did have the Ace of Wands reversed and the Ace of Pentacles upright. And then on the back end, we had a similar duality of like this sort of sexual Page of Pentacles reversed, Chariot, Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, right? And I overlooked all of that being put together, and especially with everything else that was with that. Like the song. What song did I even get for you? Yeah, okay, not so much your song, but the losers thing, and the Five of Swords, and the don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up tightrope thing, right? I feel like some of you could be dealing with, or you think you're dealing, I don't know, I don't want to twist and turn it, but let's just say some of you could be dealing with a real stickler type of person, right? Somebody who's really investigating you or scrutinizing you, judging you. And you could feel like you can't make one false move, right? Or you're going to fuck it up. But more strongly, and this could be the case as well. More strongly, though, I do feel like for some of you, and once again, this could be the other person, okay? I feel like there's a situation where somebody came at it with a wand mentality. And when I say that, I mean basically a sexual approach, right? So I feel like somebody came at it with a wand fixation, and that didn't pan out for them. I feel like that was a failure. I feel like it was a loser's situation. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands in reverse with the Five of Swords. I feel like somebody's sexual approach sabotaged something when in reality they should have been bringing in an Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody screwed up because they approached a situation with a temporary, lackadaisical, sexual sort of immature energy, when what they should have been bringing was a steady, stable, committed, putting in the work sort of energy, right? That's what I think, Libra. Whether that was you or someone else, either way, that person fucked up. And now I do think that the lesson has been learned, and I do think that there is a chance to turn this around that does involve Eight of Pentacles, rebuilding your reputation, establishing yourself. I believe there was the Hangman there? I think the Hangman was there. So you might need to change someone's mind, or they might need to change your mind and convince you, or you convince them that you're actually a stable, serious person who is looking for something good. Because I feel like whoever fucked up is realizing like, oh shit, I should have taken this seriously. This is actually something really good and way deeper than I thought, but I came in it, treating it like a one-night stand or like a mistress or whatever the case may be. And that was, I feel like that was the fuck up. That was the sabotage. And there is some work now to be done. Sorry, I'm picturing the cards in my head. I don't have them out. There is some work to be done now to rebuild how that other person is thinking of the situation, of you, or how you're thinking of them. Like I said, switch it, reverse it, okay? And I feel like that is the opportunity that's coming up, right? And for a lot of you, I feel like that involves potentially a little bit of overkill, maybe in terms of like erasing all the evidence, hiding all the evidence that you've ever been anyone but this stable, grounded person. I do think that could be overkill, but I mean, like, once again, for some of you, it could be like a justified paranoia. Like maybe there is somebody who's going to like look into your background, or I don't know, maybe in that case you might want to like question that, I feel. Because I don't know if you really want to like put in time and energy into somebody who would be that paranoid or insecure. Yeah, we'll just say that. So, I mean, and this is kind of carrying over into the Sagittarius reading. Like I said, I feel like they could be connected. For some of you, for someone, I'm sure they are. So yeah, I feel like maybe the seeming need, sorry, my eyes bother me. The seeming need to like erase any trace of any evidence, I feel like is probably overkill. I feel like probably what really needs to happen there is the Hierophant, the confession, the honesty, the honest communication, the just making it a reality, not focusing on, I guess, the superficiality of it all, right? Like, as long as it's real, as long as it's authentic, like, let's say if, this is you that we're talking about, and you've actually changed, and you want to, go from this one, like phase of your life, right? This wand phase of your life where you came in hard and fast at things and then, moved along to something else, and you want to actually be that stable, grounded, committed person. Like, if you want to make that shift, just make the shift, like, and mean it, right? I don't think there needs to be so much focus on the optics of it, or like I said, the superficial shit of it all. I think it needs to be just more authentic, more real, and real recognizes real, Libra. So if you are being real, if you are being honest, and the other person is real and honest, they're gonna see that. They're gonna see that. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save the rest for the Sagittarius part. I feel bad, Libra. Watch it if you're curious, all right? Just watch that if you're curious. And I'm gonna move on to that reading now. Okay, Saggies. So I had to take a break for a minute to go to the bathroom. Anyway, as I was telling Libra, I don't do well during the Mercury retrograde shadow period, and it did affect your reading. And so I wanted to just come and talk about, my knee hurts. Talk about some of the things that weren't quite connecting for me in that reading. Now, I do still feel like I might not have gotten the full story there, but part of that was my fault. So let's talk about that. First of all, I do think you could be dealing with a Libra for some of you, so please go, watch that. Obviously, you probably already have if you know you're dealing with a Libra. So yeah, and I thought that because the Queen of Swords, I kept seeing her when I was shuffling for you. And then when I put down the High Priestess, I thought it was the Queen of Swords, which is interesting to me. Okay, sorry, I just got a weird notification on my phone. Okay, weird notification on your phone might be important to your Sag, as well as your senses. So let's talk about that first. I did get a song for you after I did your reading, which was I Think I Smell a Rat by the White Stripes. And I think I smell a rat, right? When I take that all into consideration with your reading, it makes me think a little harder on what was going on there, especially in contrast with the Libra reading and also the Libra song that I got, which was Evidence by Faith No More. And in Evidence, he talks about something about the taste of evidence, okay? And then I remembered in your reading that for some reason I felt like I needed gum, right? And then I think I smell a rat. Okay. So then I reflect upon the song that I got for you, what was the first one? I don't remember the first song. Didn't I get two? I know I got The Less I Know the Better by Tame Impala. And when I pull all of that together, Sag, first of all, it makes me uncomfortable because I don't ever want to fear monger. So if cheating is not on your radar, or if you're not dealing with a situation, because this is also what I think, that you could be dealing with a situation where High Priestess, Eight of Cups, you could have walked away from somebody because you thought there were secrets. Maybe you smelled a rat, right? So you walked away. And then Two of Cups, which was your center card, I feel like maybe you came back together with this person, and the less I know the better. That could be your perspective right now, because Two of Swords, you don't want to see Nine of Wands, what you know you can't handle, right? You don't want to be wounded, right? I can't believe I didn't see all of this. But there must be a reason. It's the Pisces full moon, that's why. So That's my distinct feeling. The less I know, the better. I feel like it's like living in denial. I'm just going to say it. I feel like a lot of you might be living in denial by choice. And I mean, that's your choice. But then I also felt this kind of stalker energy, this investigative energy. And as I said to Libra, and I don't know if I said this to you yet, but energies could always be reversed. You know, I could be picking up on somebody else or you, and you know, you gotta just kind of use your own discernment there to figure out who it is. And so I feel like some of you could actually be maybe switching up your stance, or maybe this is just your stance, and maybe you yourself are the stalker. Maybe you're the one digging for information, and I feel like if you dig for it, you're gonna find it. And as I said, Libra got the song Evidence. I feel like if you are dealing with a Libra, the Libra, like I said, or flip it, if it's you, somebody is working very diligently to clean up their mess, to erase all trace of ever having any infidelity or anyone else in their life. Even if you were just on, you know, even if you were on a break and you were broken up, like I feel like somebody is feeling provoked to like erase every trace, every shred of evidence that they've ever, you know, strayed from you that whole time, right? I mean, whether or not that's overkill or not, I don't know. You know your situation. I don't. But if you're the one doing the investigating, I do feel like you should think long and hard about whether or not you actually want to know. The less I know, the better. You need to make the decision if you really want to know or not. Because if you do want to know and you do find the evidence, I feel like there is going to be a disruption. Now, I don't necessarily think it's going to be catastrophic. I don't necessarily think it's going to, you know, end the relationship. But, you know, there was that Page of Swords in reverse with the Empress, which does make me think there will be a delay. There will be an upset, a period of stagnation, that kind of, well, one, it could really tank your self-esteem, right? It could make you feel like shit. It could make you not feel good for some time, but it could also stagnate the relationship too and cause a delay or, you know, an issue in the relationship as well. And I mean, I don't know, you know, you would know better than me what kind of effect that would have on you as a person in terms of your trust for that person. But I mean, if you're stalking them and things like this already, looking for cheating, if you suspect, I get it. If you suspect cheating, and that was another thing I wanted to talk about, was taste and smell. I feel like that could have tipped you off. All right. You might have tasted something or smelled something that tipped you off, whether it was on this person or just an intuitive, like, I know that happens to me sometimes. I'll just be, you know, sitting doing nothing. You know, I haven't eaten, I haven't drinking in a while, and all of a sudden I'll get a taste or a smell. And that is often, very often, an intuitive message coming in to tell you something. So, or you just caught it from this person, right? Maybe they deleted all the text messages and the pictures and any, you know, maybe every trace that they could find on the internet that they had ever interacted with somebody, things like this. But you can't overlook the need for some gum, right? When you come home from some sort of indiscretion, I definitely feel like for someone that is what happened, okay? And you can choose to live in denial, or you can face that and explore that. But what do you really want to know? Do you really want to know the truth? Do you really want to know all the gritty, dirty details? That is for you to answer. But that's what I feel like is going on there, that I didn't quite connect. And I don't know why I didn't, because that one song by Tame Impala is super raunchy and to the point, and just full of, you know, jealousy, paranoia, and craziness, which, oddly enough, when I connected to Libra's energy initially, that is what I felt. This like schizophrenia craziness. Like it felt like insanity. So like I said, for some of you, I feel like you are dealing with a Libra, and one of you might be a cheater, putting the other through some type of torture. Take it how it resonates. I hope it's not you. Okay. I like to cheer for the underdogs. I like to cheer for the protagonists. I don't like cheaters, Sag. I will literally like call out I'll go ape shit and call out a cheater. You have no idea. Well, maybe you do. If you're my friend, or you know anybody that I know, you might know some of the things I've said and done to cheaters. Not that I've ever really been cheated on, but you know, liars. I don't like liars. Cheaters and liars, same thing. Same thing. If somebody's a liar, they could be a cheater, and vice versa. So I think that's about it. Like I said, it's going to be up to you, Sag, if that's your situation. Like, do you want to know, or do you not want to know? It's a double-edged sword. The Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. So you have to decide the impact of knowing and the impact of not knowing. But whether or not you choose either one, I do feel like the other party could be diligently trying to destroy the evidence, so to speak, especially if you're dealing with a Libra. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I think that covers everything I missed. I hope so, because I'm not doing this again. Hopefully I'll see you next time, Sag. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and then you will get the next video that I do, which looks like I might have another one for you coming up. We will see. Until then, take care. Thank you so much.